spy car, which is the car that I used primarily when I was a double agent working against the Russians. It was a 2006 Corvette Z06, black on black, and it just fit everything that I thought that a spy should be. So the funny thing about being in espionage or intelligence or counterintelligence, especially on the human side, it's all about perception. And perception is the thing that you can best control. So what I mean by that is you can try to change your name, you can try to lie about who you are. That's always dangerous because through an extended conversation, it's going to be pretty clear that you are not who you say you are. Not able to create a whole entire life. The perception part though, and in my case for the Russians it became about what was my motivation to be a spy. So I wasn't actually in front of the Russians to spy for them. I was there for totally separate reasons. But I had to come up with a motivation that would be believable to them. So the car came in an actually very important part. My motivation to the Russians, that I wanted the Russians to believe, was that I was a sort of greedy, egotistical, money-hungry kid. And the Corvette became a prop in supporting that image that the Russians had of me, of being this young, sort of ego, money-driven kid. So it became this thing that they could see and they could say, he fits the profile of someone who's spying for money. So it also was a lot of fun. I mean, I won't say that it was only because of the Russians. I mean, it was at the time, it was 2006. It was the top dog of American sports cars, and had a lot of fun with it. It was fast, it was obnoxious, and it was fun. It actually added also a sense of reassurance when I'd go either to meet with the Russians or the FBI. It made me feel powerful. I didn't have a gun, but I had this, and it was my escape capsule. It was the thing that if I knew something were to happen, I could always jump in this and get out of there in a hurry. And that was a level of reassurance because for the most part, I was completely alone. There was no backup, there was no one else with me. It was just, myself. And it just felt like, its power, oddly enough, reassured me. Driving it there's a whole process to try to get yourself into the zone before you meet with these guys, and it just sort of helped me get into that mindset, helped me get into that character, helped me sort of turn off the fear, turn off the emotions, kind of get amped. And also, oddly enough, did the opposite, leaving. It helped me decompress. The adrenaline is coursing through the veins, the heart rate is up, and I leave meetings from the Russians, and I, without even realizing it, find myself doing 120, 130 on the LIE, because your adrenaline's flowing so intensely. And there was a process by listening to music and just sort of driving that helped me kind of bring myself back down. And so it played a lot of different roles.